we are. Remember this guy? Picked this up on Plant Haul recently. So we are not letting that go to waste. So let's propagate. Let's propagate. These guys will just take. So let's do it. All right. So we have our big giant stem. All right, and you do want to cut behind the node. So you really want to look for, you know, places where you see a lot of root growth happening. And you're going to want to cut there. Now, it's up to you where you decide you want this to happen. If you wanted to cut here at the node, bam, like if you want to cut here and stick that in soil and have that be coming out of the plant, you know, if you wanted to cut here, or heck, if you just want to stick it in there, if you wanted to do an 8-inch pot and just stick it in and have it coming out the side like that, I mean, you could definitely do that. It's totally up to you. Spider plants are super easy to propagate and offer a lot of flexibility. So for me, and today, because I see there's a little bit of a hanging problem going on here, you see that? Like I can already tell there was damage in transit. So I'm definitely, just for the sake of the video and what we're doing today, I'm just gonna start there and make a cut. Uh-oh, it's all tangled now. Hold on a second, let's get untangled here. Okay, so I have this piece and now I have this piece. All right, so we have to decide what exactly do we want to do with this. And the piece that fell on the floor, because that's a new part of the equation apparently. So for me today, I really was hoping to do at least a 6-inch bushy pot and get it all root bound and crazy and get it flowing, and then maybe repot it later. So we're gonna fill this pot up with soil, or maybe I could use a scoop, you know. Got lots of tools here to use. Yeah, we don't need this one. Let's use this one. All right, so I'm gonna fill the pot about, I would say loosely, not packed down, but for me, I would fill it about up to the line right here. Then I'm gonna take some propagations, and I want it to be fun and look good, like I just bought it. Full head look. So I'm actually just gonna, okay, so here is a node. Okay, that's a node right there. All right, that's not to say that you couldn't cut these at the root ball here where there are other nodes. There are other nodes involved where these giant root ball babies are. You could definitely do that. But me, and for my purposes today, I'm making a plant that I could actually purchase at the nursery. So I'm gonna push that directly down into the soil. I'm just gonna go straight down with it. All right, so that's my first one. And to make a full plant, I'm gonna have probably, I would say ideally you'd have between 5 and 10 of these if you have these. That's not to say that you couldn't have more or less. It's just to say that that's what I would ideally have. So I'm gonna cut between here because I know that's a node. I know these are all nodes, and I know all of these are root balls I could plant individually and propagate. Good at propagating, Whiskey. You should have your own YouTube channel, you weirdo. Look at all the soil on this dog. Look how patient this crazy dog is. He's like covered in soil. He just wants to be loved and walked. Do you want me to propagate these, Whiskey? Of course you do. Golly. Nuts. I love you. Yes. Let's make a baby spider. All right, so change of plans. All right, so we have some propagation. So let me see where the node is that's broken or not broken, because that does make a difference. So I don't really think the stem anymore is viable. So I'm just gonna cut it off. Like, I'm gonna try to, no, I'm actually gonna cut it there. I'm just gonna stick this one directly in soil because I see right there, I know that's a node. Those are roots. Can you focus in on that a little bit? Like, do you see how that is a node and there, like, another thing could be growing out of there? Like, that is something that could be planted. I'm gonna put that directly in soil, just like so. So this is my second propagation. I'm gonna try to make it even. And when you put them in, you're gonna wanna pat them down a little bit, because remember I said leave room at the top for like more soil later and then push it down in. That's what you wanna do there. All right, so this guy, honestly, you could cut and cut at nodes. Okay, we're gonna get that in a second, but you're gonna place that right in the soil. Just gonna place that, it has to be the right side up. So you see how the leaf is going up, you're gonna wanna put that straight in, like, yeah. And then that will grow. All right, so we have that one, and then we have all of this. We still have so much more left to do. So we are gonna end up with a very full, beautiful, lush plant. So let's just see, let it hang and let it tell you where to put it. So I'm gonna cut this one here. I'm gonna cut this one here. And then I'm gonna cut, yeah, I should probably cut that one a little bit. So I'm gonna cut that one probably about here, because I want to give it enough stem to go into the soil and have stability. That would be important in a bigger one like this. So I'm gonna use that as stability. And so far this plant is looking pretty good, actually. All right, and then this guy's got a baby root ball there, so we're gonna stick it right in the soil, push it down in. Okay, it's looking really nice. And then we're gonna actually wanna take the babies, because we want a full head also, so we're gonna wanna push some of those down in the soil as well. Okay, so you want some hanging, but you also want some that are gonna add some dimension. Okay, so we're making a new plant here, and again, this is like a recycled nursery pot. Okay, and we're working on filling in this area now with our other offshoots. So this one, yes, we could put it directly in soil if we wanted, but we could also, okay, so we're gonna put that one as one of our heads of hair. This one though, we could put directly in the soil. I think this one should go also directly in. Set the node. Still the same, we're still working with the same thing. This is a shoot. Now, honestly, I'm feeling like we've got a lot of legs. It looks, actually looks really very good. So I feel confident cutting these and putting them in directly in the soil. So that is what we're gonna do. I've got two that I just cut off, and you see how these have roots on them right here, these babies? We're just gonna stick them directly in the soil. And you know, when you do this, you wanna keep the soil moist. Spider plants are fine with that, as long as they have good drainage. So I would definitely be doing that. So here's another one that we cut directly off, and we're just gonna stick it directly in the soil to give it that full head of hair that we really ultimately want. And then immediately after you're done with this, you wanna pack the soil down so that it's in there, you know, and really making sure that everything is secure. I'm packing it down. I don't know if you can see that I'm doing that right now, but I'm filling in this head of hair and I am making it be a more full plant. And I would say this particular offshoot, I would cut just below the node. I would actually plant this one as well. It doesn't look like much. If nothing actually happens from it, fine, whatever. But you're not just throwing it in the trash. This one I would plant directly in, same as before, make a little spot for it, pack it in the soil, get it in there. Make sure that you're using a soil. Okay, so let me backtrack a little. So if you're making your own soil, that's great, amazing. You want to have a soil though that has like an automatic, like kind of a weak fertilizing system. Miracle Grow has like 6 to 9 month growth, but nothing with moisture retention crystals, because that is like the kiss of death for plants. So don't use that. But I use and have had much success in all my propagations with Miracle Grow that has 6 to 9 months worth of fertilizer built in. Now the plants love it, they do. Put this in a little basket and it would look so cute and so awesome. And I don't even think I'm done yet. I think there's like 1 or 2 pieces that fell down where Whiskey is. So just to kind of finish it off, what I do is I lightly sprinkle, and you don't have to do this, but I do this. And I just kind of shake it in, let it fall where it may. I start at the rim. What I usually do is water it right after, and then I let it rest for 1 or 2 weeks to let the roots explore and grow, or create more roots or whatever. But this is my spider plant propagation off of this beautiful, giant, amazing mother plant. This was a casualty of plant shopping that ended up being an amazing addition to my family of plants. I'm super proud of it. Grow this princess off this queen over here and make probably 100 other little plants. I don't know, but it's a fun thing and it feels really good. You should try it if you haven't. And I'm just telling you, once you get your, just make a space for yourself to do this, be part of this. It is actually very rewarding and it makes you feel amazing. If you haven't tried it, you should. So thank you for joining me today. Please subscribe. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Please do. It does help if you give a thumbs up. Yeah, God, I love these guys. I mean, we just made a plant. We made a new plant. It's amazing. It's like such a good feeling. It's like an instant high that doesn't involve anything but plants and dirt and making. It's amazing. You gotta do this. So thumbs up, subscribe, tell me in the comments below your success. Tell me if what I said helped you today. This actually made me think of something. If you use the jacks in here, just be sure that you're using the direction recommendation, the root growth recommendation. This baby is gonna be like this in no time, let me tell you, okay? So, thanks, bye. Just kind of one last little dealio here. Little pot. This guy, amazing. Oh my God, I would totally buy this if I saw it. Pop it in here. Does that not change like the whole deal? Tell me that's not something that is absolutely freaking awesome. Yay! That is what we did we did this together. Yeah, this is what happens when you mess with plants.